Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Jez7780. I'm going live with this. It's a great opportunity. This is what grinds my gears, exclusive interview. So we just saw some recent news. I'm going to start in a little bit. That Phil Spencer at GameSpot basically said that Crackdown 3 is moving along, and I want to see how it seems like it's progressing, and unfortunately, with the big move that Microsoft's been doing, getting celebrities to play these games, one of the big marketing pushes is to get these, to have celebrities play these games. They just did it recently with the Forza, that simulator and all that stuff, that Megan Fox and stuff, and Megan Fox and Tyrese, I guess, I don't know, a few other those guys that they had another guy go in there, and I'll let him introduce himself. I'm going to start the interview now, and enjoy. And it was my first interview, a little nervous, so we'll see how it goes. So here it is. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Like, share the video, and I'll see you on the other side. Hello, how you doing?
Hello.
So I heard that you were invited. Well, I'll just let you introduce yourself. What's your name?
Hello. My name is Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I was just recently had a great opportunity to play games.
Really? Yeah, I heard that. So tell me about what's going on. So tell me the story. I heard you were able to play Crackdown 3 early. I know Microsoft's been doing this a lot with their with their games. I heard you got to play it.
Yes, I did.
Well, can you tell me how that came about?
Sure. So I was sitting around. I haven't been doing anything really, and my agent contacted me, and he's like, you can make some money playing games. And I was like, no, I don't have to play games, But he said that Microsoft would let me just go play games with them and get paid.
Really? So they said, that's what cut you off. So they said that you can play games, but do you play games?
No, I don't know I don't play any games. I make movies.
Yeah, I know. I love your movies.
Yes, I make great movies, action-packed blockbuster movies. I make. I don't play games, but they said they didn't give a shit. I could go play these games. It would be a great opportunity. So I tell them it's amazing. It's just amazing.
That's great. So tell me how it went down.
Sure. So I went to go to Microsoft Studios, and I got there, and they told me I'm going to be playing this game called Crackdown 3. And I don't know what the fuck Crackdown 3 is, but again, this was a great opportunity. So I got to Microsoft Studios, and they greeted me. There were two guys. And one guy, he was hairy. He was very hairy. And his name was Aaron Greenberg. And then there was this other guy named Larry Herb. I got to meet this guy called Larry. And I could tell you, they called him something else. They called him Major Nelson. I'm like, what the fuck? You're not any major. I was a colonel in all of my movies. I was a sergeant. Who the hell is this guy? He's a major. What? He didn't have any credentials? Like me in all my movies. I just don't understand why they called him major. So I said, I don't believe you. All you do is play games. You're not no major. I'm going to call you Larry Herb. Larry. And then you, Aaron Greenberg. Show me where I got to go. I got to make this money.
Okay, so what happened next, Arnold?
Then they put me in this room, and I was in front of this TV, and they gave me this controller, and they booted up the game called Crackdown 3. It brought it up, and then I saw my good friend, Terry Crews. Terry Crews was in the game. He was in there yelling at me. Oh, and I was like, Terry, that's my good friend from my movie. from the Expendables. He was my movie. He was my friend from the movie, and now he's in the game. I was like, what the fuck is it's Terry Crews doing in the game? I was so excited. I was like, this might be a great game. But then they gave me this controller, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't know. And then that Aaron Greenberg said to play the game, and I was like, so my agent told me that if I'd sit here with the controller and just say this game is great and smile and go, that I'll get paid. Like Megan Fox and my good friend Tyrese and Exhibit.
Oh, that's great. So you don't play games, but Microsoft invited you to go play these games because they want to promote the game.
That's exactly right. So they gave me the controller. I saw Terry Crews, and I was just saw the controller, and I saw this light, and I kept smashing the light. I was like, and the screen kept flashing, and the menus, and I was like, this is a great game. And I kept hitting the light with the circle. And I was like, it's a great game. I'm having so much fun. Where's my money? And then everybody was yelling at me. That's Aaron Greenberg and Larry Herb. They saying, no, Arnold, you're hitting the wrong button. And I was like, what? I'm hitting the light. And Terry Crews wasn't moving in the game. And I'm hitting the button, and they're all yelling at me, and I'm like, what the hell? And then Larry gets loud, and then Aaron Greenberg gets loud. And then I just stand up, and I turn around, and I go, shut up! You know, like from my movie. From the Kindergarten Cop, when I told all the kids to shut up, you know. So anyway, I told them all to shut up. In the button, and I was like, this is great, where's my money? But the game sucked. Terry Crews didn't do shit. The cars were all over the place. It didn't look that good. My movies look so much better than this. And then I hit the button, and I'm like, but Terry wasn't moving. So I was getting pissed off. So what I did was I grabbed that Larry Herb. I grabbed Larry, and I looked him into the eyes, and I was like, Larry, who is your daddy, and what does he do? And Larry looked at me, and he goes, my daddy Phil Spencer. I don't know who this guy Phil Spencer is, but I was like, I need to meet him. This game sucks. I need to meet Larry. Let this Phil Spencer. Larry, take me to him.
So what happened, Arnold? Like what happened? So you told Larry Herb you want to know what his daddy does. And then what happened?
Well, then what happened is that he told me that there was another part to the game. This multiplayer. They wanted me to play this part too. So I got to play the multiplayer, and I was not Terry Crews anymore, so I was kind of pissed off about not being Terry Crews. But they told me to shoot the wall, and then the wall fell apart. So I was shooting the wall was falling apart, and I was like, oh! And I was like, how is this happening? And then they told me it was the cloud. And I was like, who is this cloud? This is amazing. This is like my movies. The blowing up and the wall. Who's the cloud? The cloud is doing this. And they didn't know. They said I had to go to the boss, the Phil Spencer. So I was like, Larry, Aaron, take me to your boss. So,
wait, Arnold, wait a second. So you play the multiplayer. They told you it was the power of the cloud, which is confusing as shit, I'm assuming. But then you got to meet Phil Spencer?
Yes.
How was that? How did that go?
Well, I was disappointed with Terry Crews in the game. So I got to see Phil. I don't know who the fuck the cloud was. So I went up to to Phil Spencer's office, and I saw him. And I was like, Phil, you're making games for the fans. It's all about the fans, just like my movies. I've been seeing great games, and it's all about the fans. So what games are you making for your fans? I saw games where I was this powerful guy, and the guy was running around hitting people. I was like, oh, and he's hitting people, he's hitting bosses and gods. His name was God something, but I don't play. It was amazing. And then I saw another game that looked like one of my movies. I was going to play this game, and there were robots, just like Terminator 2. And they were coming back at me, and it was a great movie. And it was just like Terminator 2. So, Phil, what games are you making for your fans on this Xbox?
So, Arnold, what did Phil say to you?
Well, he said that they bought some studios. And I was like, you're not making great games for your fans?
And they bought some studios, Arnold, and they're kind of low right now with their games. The games you're talking about were somewhat on their competition.
Well, fuck them. They need to make great games for the fans. So I was so pissed off. So I grabbed Phil Spencer, and I took Larry Herb and that Aaron Greenberg, and I lined them all up, and I told them, there's a chopper waiting on the roof for them. Get to the chopper. I'm the new boss now. I'm going to make games for the fans.
Whoa. What the hell are you talking, Arnold? What? You're the boss?
That's right. I'm the boss. Let goes. Those guys went to the chopper, and they went back to the fucking cloud. But I'm the new boss now. I make great movies. I'm going to make great games. So I'm the new boss. But then I hear about this other guy, this Satya.
Wait, you mean Satya Nadella?
Satya.
Okay, good try.
Sorry, my accent is still very strong.
So, Arnold, you kicked out Phil Spencer, Larry Herb, and Aaron Greenberg and said you're the boss and you're going to make great games.
That's right. Fuck this studio shit. You got to make great games for your fans. And if you don't make games for your fans, then you have no fans. What would Arnold Schwarzenegger be without his fans? I do the movies for the fans. My action-packed blockbuster movies. I fought the devil in End of Days. I raised children in the Kindergarten Cop. I've been making movies with my friend Sylvester Stallone. You got to make the movies that people want to see, and you got to make the games that people want to play. You don't just buy studios. I could buy tons of studios, but I make great movies. And now, for the Xbox fans, I'm going to make great games.
Well, thank you so much, Arnold. It sounds like a crazy time that you had. So you played Crackdown 3 and you took over Xbox.
That's right.
Well, it sounds like you have a good opinion. I do agree that you make games for the fans and the fans will buy them. Just like, you made some decent.
They were great fucking movies.
Yeah, great movies they were. But they were for the fans. And the fans came out and watched those movies. And if you're all about the fans will come and you give the fans what they want.
That's right. I like you.
Thank you. But unfortunately, our time is up. I just want to thank you again, Arnold, for the time that you gave us and the insight to Crackdown 3.
Yes, I can't wait to play Crackdown 3.
Well, they said it's delayed again. It's not coming out probably to February, and then it still has more work.
That's right. That game blew shit. It fucking had no fucking way. That is for the fans. They need to fix that shit right now. I will not release that shit as it is today. Polish my ass. I saw that. They said polish. I was like, ha ha ha, ha. Polish shit. They need to fix that game. And me, as head of Xbox, will fix that shit and make the fans back and happy to be on the Xbox again.
Well, thank you so much, Arnold. Do you have anything you have to say?
I like to say, hasta la vista, baby.
Well, thank you very much.
Now, one more thing. I'll be back.
Well, thank you very much, Arnold. This has been a great. I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. Again, this is I'm very excited for this exclusive interview. And I want to thank everybody for coming out and enjoying this live interview with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Got to play Crackdown 3. And, like, subscribe, share the video. Arnold might be back. We'll see. I know that, he's very busy, but, he might come back. But I want to thank everybody for coming out. And, I'll definitely have a What Grinds My Gears later on. But I definitely just wanted to post up this interview and say thank you again for all your support. And, yep. So keep on playing, everybody. And thank you very much. Again, to all my grinders out there, thank you for coming on. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Share the video, like it, and subscribe.